to No Format Required. I'm Michael, with me is Charlie, and last week I promised that hopefully we'll bring Taskmaster, and I managed to fulfill the promise, because we're not very good at that normally.
Right.
So yes, this is Taskmaster, and again, I'm playing the role of the assistant, and Charlie, I'm going to pass the reins over to you, because you're going to be the Taskmaster, as is tradition.
As is always tradition, and still continuing tradition of never watched a full episode of Taskmaster.
I feel like you should watch it once.
I do want to watch it. I just never got around. I've watched like quite a few clips on YouTube of small tasks where I've just did like one task and things. I've just never watched a
full episode.
Yeah,
seen them. Yeah.
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
It is on Netflix now. Yeah, not all the seasons, I think.
No.
But yes, it is on Netflix.
I might start by watching. Well, just watch the most recent series on Netflix.
Well, you're in the UK, so all of them are on 4OD, as well as international versions like Taskmaster in New Zealand and Australia.
Oh, okay.
Which are very good. I say this, if you've not seen Taskmaster in New Zealand, the second series of it is the best version of Taskmaster ever made.
Oh, okay.
Not the biggest fan of their Taskmaster, but not the biggest fan of our Taskmaster.
Yeah.
You?
Well, of all the episodes I've watched, well, the clips I've seen have been funny, but they're just probably out of the entire series, there's just ones on YouTube that have come as the most popular kind of thing.
Yeah, of course.
Did I tell you I got a Taskmaster game?
Yes, you
Christmas?
did, yeah.
Yeah,
I've actually got the same game, but I've never played it.
Have you not?
No.
Well, I started reading some of the tasks out, so we're slightly going off topic, and to see if anyone would play it with me on Christmas Day, but yeah, there's no chance of getting anyone.
Really?
When everyone was stuffed full, and what was one of the tasks?
To run about and do stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't, but maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I've hosted a Taskmaster Christmas before now, and actually that was a lot of fun. So my family...
you did one with... No, that was the summer one we did.
Yeah, the summer one with you. I'm sure we talked about this on the podcast before, and then I did a Christmas one with my family.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh.
The best thing was they had to arrive in a costume. Well, they all got dressed because obviously it was Christmas, so they went and got into their costume, but they had to get dressed. They had to spend at least £10 in a charity shop. No, it wasn't that. They had to buy at least 5 items from a charity shop to make up their Christmas outfit, and the cheapest and best one.
Yeah.
So basically, there was a bonus prize for the cheapest amount of money spent, but then also, because like I said, you got to buy 5 items.
Yeah.
But then also, you want to get the 5 points for the best outfit. And I think it was my mum who won because she managed to find a full-on Santa costume for £1.
Really?
As well as all the accessories and stuff. So she was just lit up like Christmas.
Very good.
Right, shall we get on and
let's get on.
Have you got your notepad?
Yes, my phone. Let me just get my notes up. Okay.
Right, let's meet this series contestants.
Hello, this is Story Dreamer from Reddit, and this is my impersonation of a mountain lion. That was terrible.
Hey, I'm Dani Silla. I'm one of the co-creators of Escape This Podcast and Solve This Murder. I like escape rooms, I like murder mysteries, I like musicals, and I'm a competitive trivia person. So let's get ready to play a game.
Hello, my name is Finn, and as far as my Taskmaster experience has gone, I've never been a contestant in anything like this. I've been a host in some things with my friends where I get them to do the tasks. So I know there's a lot of pressure, and sometimes your mind goes blank and you don't know what to do. So I'm not ready for that at all. I've got no experience. So this is going to be a mess, but it's going to be a fun mess, and I'm excited to humiliate myself. See you. I just remembered that you asked for a cool soundbite, so this probably will not end up being used, but I can do a thing where if I hold my throat and I move my fingers up and down, it makes a cool noise. So prepare yourself for this. I'm really sorry you had to hear that.
Hey there, I'm Erik. I'm from Colorado, and I host the Taskmaster is Wonderful podcast. I'm so excited to be a contestant on No Format Required, the No Format Taskmaster audio tasks. This is so much fun that I couldn't even wait to get started. It's 4 a.m., and I'm jumping right into the tasks.
Take 2. Hello, this is Story Dreamer, and this is my impersonation of a mountain lion. I think that was worse than the first attempt. Anyway, that's my introduction. Bye.
Hey, I'm Bill. I'm a podcaster. I have a show where we take guests and run them through audio escape rooms called Escape This Podcast. I have another show where I solve murder mysteries called Solve This Murder. But who cares about that? I'm here to do some tasks, baby!
Right, so we've got Story Dreamer, who twice attempted an impression of a mountain lion, and I'm not really sure why, but they did. We've got Dani from Escape This Podcast and Solve This Murder, as well as Bill from the same podcast. Finn, who hosts a podcast called Taskmaster is Wonderful. I think they had another podcast before, which is TIW, which stood for TIW. I apologise. Did I say Finn or Erik?
Yeah, you said Finn.
Yeah, I meant to say Erik then, didn't I?
Okay.
Erik hosts this podcast.
Okay.
And they previously had something that had the initials TIW, and I apologise, Erik, because I can't remember which one it was, and I should have done my research beforehand. But obviously, that's the acronym stood perfectly for Taskmaster is Wonderful, so they changed it to that when they got into that. And then we've got Finn, who's hosted podcasts, Taskmaster parties and things before now, and they can also do a cool noise with their throat.
What I was just trying to work out what accent Finn like from where he was from, because I was like Irish, Australian, English,
I'll be honest,
American.
I'm not sure where half of these ones are from.
Okay.
I think the only one is was it Erik from Colorado?
Yeah. I was definitely Australian, but Finn had a bit of a mixture of all different accents.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know where he's from.
There you go. Maybe they'll email me afterwards and let me know where all of them are from. But yeah, this series, I don't actually know where people are from. Normally I've got an idea and know like all over the world.
Have you not got a key ear for accents?
No, I've got an awful ear for accents.
Oh, okay.
So obviously I'm a fan of traitors. We're not going to get into that this episode. This is about Taskmaster. But I was adamant about someone on the show being Irish, and it turned out that's from Scotland.
Oh, really?
So,
fair enough.
Yeah, not a keen ear for accents in the slightest.
Yeah.
Right. So this week, for the prize, or this series for the prize task, we have asked them to bring in the thing that's the most difficult thing to describe via a podcast medium, but they're going to describe it anyway.
Okay.
Some of these are quite long, because obviously it's quite difficult to describe them.
Yeah.
And you're going to try and
guess what it is.
Well, they're going to have to guess what it is, because they're not really things, they're hard to describe. So you're just going to decide who's brought in the best thing to describe via a podcast medium that's the hardest to describe over a podcast medium, and those people will win that. Right, who do you want to start with? Should we go alphabetical?
Yeah.
So we'll start with Bill first.
Okay, my prize, I have something that is very difficult to describe. I went and got it, but I'm going to describe it anyway. That's the point of this whole thing. I won't give you the name. I'll tell you what, I won't give you any context yet. I will try and describe it for you first. We'll see if maybe you can guess the context. Then I'll give it. It's good luck. So I have in my hand, I've got it's like a piece of wood shaped roughly, so it's got a handle, it's got a top. It's a foot long. It goes vertically upwards, but it also curves. It's got a separate part that curves off the side about halfway up. So it kind of looks like if you took the top off, it would be like a lowercase r. If you took the side off, it would just be a lowercase l. But together, it's some kind of weird bird-shaped pointy thing. It's very weird. It's got a hole in the bottom, goes the whole way through. Tied through that is a rope. This rope continues on. It goes on and on and on. Oh yes, so much rope. A good 10 feet of rope. And what's at the other end of the rope? Why? A dog toy. A very large, heavy, round rubber ring that the rope is tied to on the other end. I hope that makes some visual sense for you. To give you a hint, this is not a real version of this object. This is a version designed for practice of a much more dangerous object. The real object, now let me get into that, the one I don't have, that this is a facsimile of, would have a handle, it would have a metal spike coming out the top, another curved little knife spike coming out the side, and then a long, instead of normal rope, it would be rope traditionally, made of women's hair. God, I'm sounding like a freak here. And then at the end, instead of a rubber dog toy ring, it would be a thick iron ring. Probably about, 10 centimeter diameter ring. Even if I tell you what this is, it's not going to make much more sense. This is it's a training version of a kyoketsu shoge, which is a obscure traditional Japanese weapon that's currently associated with ninja schools in modern martial arts context. Why I have it? because I do traditional Japanese martial arts and have for a long time. It's weird, guys, but it's great. You swing it around. You got a knife on one end to hit people with and to defend yourself with. You got a big heavy object on a rope. You can throw it at people from far away. You can hey, don't knock it till you've tried it. And by trying it, I mean fought someone wearing full armor while using it. It's great. So that's my prize.
Okay. So it's the Kilketsugi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I was thinking, at first I thought it was a fishing rod, and then I was thinking nunchucks, but then I thought, well, they're not wood, but then the practice ones. Then I was thinking a mace, but I think I can picture it now.
Okay. Do you want to see whether you're right? Because I have an image.
Yeah.
I have an image that Bill has sent me.
No, definitely not right. Definitely not right whatsoever. No, I was not pictured that.
But that's the Kilketsugi.
Okay.
I really hope I'm pronouncing that
I'm just going to put Japanese weapon for notes.
Right. Next, who have we got alphabetically? We've got Dani.
Yep.
All right, prize task. Something that I own that is difficult to describe. This is a page from a story that I wrote, plagiarized when I was in the middle of primary school, so maybe 9-10 years old. And it appears to be a chicken leg with a Band-Aid and some palm trees in the background and a vacuum cleaner. It says a vacuum cleaner. It's not spelled right, but I assume it's meant to be a vacuum cleaner. And the chicken leg is thinking the words, "I'll suck it off." Yeah, made sense to primary school me. I can read you the entire story. I've got the whole thing here. It's old. It is so old that it's got some mystery mold on it. But I think that it's very hard to explain what was going on in my head back then. So the first page, Leg was going for a walk. He wasn't happy. That's it. That's the first page. I was minimalist. I didn't try to explain things. You just had to understand it. But today he was having his picture taken at school. The chicken leg is thinking about a photo of him, a carrot, and a burger sitting together. But he couldn't, not with a Band-Aid on. However, he then had an idea. Not very good. There is now a knife in the picture. Not again. And it ends with, "I'm going to need a Band-Aid on this. A chicken leg is bleeding." Notoriously, chicken legs bleed. Yeah, I did my best to explain it. You can get a good visual image of it. That's not the problem. The problem is, how the hell do I describe the scenario that caused this thing to exist? Oh boy.
So there you go. Dani is her artwork from when she was younger.
Okay.
Do you want to see it? Like she says, the image, it is what she described.
Yeah. I
will put these images on social media so people can see them as well, see whether they're guessing right.
Oh, okay.
But it's a scenario. If that's on an isolated form, you've literally got a chicken leg just saying, "I'll use my new super powerful vacuum cleaner. I'll suck it off."
That's and like a weird cheese dream.
So there we go. It's Dani's storybook artwork.
Okay.
Next, we have Erik.
Most of my stuff is like DVDs and books, which are inherently very understandable. Oh, man. Okay, so my best thing that I own was given to me by the Blue Devils Front Ensemble back in 2014, 15, 17. Sorry, guys. Back in 2017, they all signed it. Very great messages from everybody in that front ensemble. I think there's 13 of them. Awesome people. And it is a block of wood. I think it's rosewood, something like that is carved very specifically. Normally, it's in line with a whole bunch of other pieces of wood that are similar, but not exactly the same. And so when they're hit, they make some nice sounds. This particular one is the specific notes A2. And yeah, it's one of the coolest things that I own because it's the only one that exists with all of these people's signatures on it. And I love it. It's really great. So I hope I win so that I don't have to give this up as a prize. You know, now that I think of it, being able to hit it and have it make the sound actually makes it it's not difficult to describe, or it's a key from a marimba. So if you know what that is, I don't know. And it has an audio component, which makes it great to be on a podcast, possibly. I don't know. That's up to you to decide, Taskmaster.
Right, you decide, Taskmaster.
Where was Erik from?
Colorado.
I'm going to say it's a baseball bat signed by the Colorado Rockies.
Well, you didn't say that
players.
in the slightest.
What?
It's a key from the Marambo.
From what?
A Marambo, was it, he said?
I thought it was a baseball bat. Even though he said it. No ambo. I've never seen anything like that.
Maybe is it like a xylophone? I haven't Googled it.
Oh, okay. There's some very odd... It's definitely an instrument.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen anything like that before.
Key A2. Right. Next we've got Finn.
I think that it's a fine day for a prize task. So without further ado, I had a really good pick for this one. Like I knew like the sort of area I was going to be picking because I had multiple to choose from. But I eventually decided on this one. I want to preface this by saying that I'm all right and that I grew up in a safe environment because this is an item that my mother made that I now own. So you're probably thinking, oh, that's cute. So what could she have possibly have made for me? So imagine like a crow, like the bird, like a crow, like not a real one, thankfully. Just imagine a crow and now remove its head. The head is gone, decapitated, gone. And then replace the head with a baby doll's head. So now we've got a crow with a baby doll head on it. But that's not all. It gets worse. So the bottom of it, not the top, just the bottom is like glittery, kind of. It's really glittery. And then the tail feathers as well, they're pretty glittery. And when I say doll, it's probably one of those like how would I describe it? No, it doesn't matter. The doll's dead. Its head got ripped off, so it's no longer part of the equation. Imagine a crow. Just imagine it. But then a doll's head, and then it's glittery at the bottom and at the back. It's quite unnerving. There was a few other things I could have gone for, because my mother's very like crafty, arts and crafty. She likes like mixing stuff together, sort of like a sci-fi vibe to it. It's quite totalitarian in a way. It's quite dystopian. It really is unnerving. I hope you're happy with doll head, crow, glittery thing. But I have been Finn. Thank you.
That does sound a bit creepy.
Right, bear me a second, because I know that he sent me an image of it. We'll edit this out of the podcast. But I don't know where he sent it. Here we go. Are they going to load? That's the next question. Here we go. Okay. Right, so you ready to see? We've got 4 images of this crow doll's head.
Okay.
That's it from the bottom.
Yeah, it's like a normal crow.
And there's the crow's head.
God, that is creepy. That reminds me of, I think it's from the original Toy Story, where they have, not Andy?
The hooker.
You are?
The hooker.
Yeah.
No, it's a spider.
Yeah, with the doll's head, at Sid's house.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of that. But, yeah, I mean, very unique. Definitely
unique.
I definitely want to be seeing that in the middle
Is
of the
that
night.
what you pictured?
Kind of. Well, yeah, I was kind of just picturing like literally a crow with a doll's head.
Yeah,
straight
that's
on.
what it was.
Yeah,
Literally.
like
It is exactly that.
Yeah.
Right, the final one is Stormy. Story Dreamer.
This is a painting that I did when I was just taking up painting as a hobby during lockdown. It's very amateur level, but I like it. It's one of the first creative things that I ever did after following tutorials online. It's either an alien landscape or a deep sea landscape, depending on what you view it as. There's a purple sky and sort of maroon, pinkish plant landscapes on the bottom, and there are things that look like they could either be sea creatures or alien buildings that are all based off of photos that I found online of actual deep sea creatures, but with little, maybe they could be architectural details. I don't know, it's up to the viewer. And those are all done in versions of dark purple and orange paint. So just imagine like the weirdest sea creatures that you could think of with protrusions and squiggly lines on them and maybe hanging out on an alien planet. That's what it looks like. Good luck. Bye.
Ready for the reveal?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's actually quite impressive.
She said amateur level.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. That looks like some sort of like AI art kind of.
That's very impressive.
So there you go. Right. Would you like to judge?
I would. So I'll start with last place. I'm going to have to go for Finn's just because it was very easy to describe.
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't very difficult. So yeah, I'm going to go for Finn for last place. Second to last, Dani with the chicken leg. I mean, that it looks like a cheese dream. Like, yeah, but again, not massively difficult to describe because it's a big chalky chicken leg. See, now the next three, I'm tied. So I'll go. Ooh, yeah, I'm tied for here. I'll go third place and then I'll do first. Third place, I'm going to go for Bill with his Japanese weapon. Again, I didn't have a clue what that was. And to be fair, he sounded like he did a decent job of it. And then, yeah, this is what I'm into, might as well, for first place between Story Dreamer and Erik. But I'm going to give Erik first place because I've never seen that one instrument or heard of it. And then, yeah, Story Dreamer, that alien art. I was very impressed with the alien art. Like, it was pretty good.
It was insanely good.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got Finn with 1 point, Dani with 2, Bill 3, Story Dreamer 4, and Erik takes home the 5 points.
Well done.
Right, are we ready for a task proper?
Yes.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Hello, is this Charlie?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry, wrong number.
There comes a time in everyone's life where they have to do a few silly little tasks. And this is my time.
Okay, task 2.
Play your current phone ringtone.
Okay, so I actually have my phone on silent all of the time.
Oh, okay, actually. Okay, I was going to say, my first thought is I have no idea what my phone's ringtone is. I haven't had my phone make noise at me for quite a long time. Do I miss a lot of calls? Yes. Does it make me a bad son when my mother calls me and I pick up the phone half an hour later to see I have a missed call? Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm suspicious. I don't know what's gonna do. Like, how do I win this? I don't have an interesting phone theme song. Yeah, that's what they're called.
Do I enjoy not having a phone ever ring? Oh, baby, yes I do. I don't even have it vibrate. I just don't get phone calls. Please don't try and call me.
Thing is, I love music of all genres. I'd consider myself a music man, you know. I'm well versed in music theory as well. But after I saw that, I realized I've never changed my ringtone, have I? There's so many songs that I could have picked. At some point, anytime, I've had this phone for a while. I could have done anything, but I just never changed it.
So of course, I have no idea what this ringtone is. I also don't know how to get it. Because it seems like a really simple task. It's like just show off your ringtone, but I don't have somebody else here to call me. I could get someone to call me. But look, that's dumb. The real thing is I should find the part in my settings that lets me see what it is. So that's my first port of call. Let's go to the settings.
I don't know what my ringtone is, so let's find out. Oh, it's just this. It just does that over and over.
Hold on, settings. I hate setting menus. They're always so confusing. Nothing's ever where you think it is. You look for a ringtone, you hope there's a big thing that says ringtone, and then it turns up it's in like bloody connection sharing settings, but it's not. Surely, right? Surely. Personalizations, home screen, lock screen, display brightness, sound and vibration. That's got to be it, right? Sound and vibration?
I'm hoping that this will work with 2 apps going on my phone at once. It is called Attentive, apparently. Hopefully you got that sound. I am pretty sure that is the default ringtone that came with my phone. I've never changed it.
Now, you've probably heard it before because it is a default Android Galaxy phone ringtone, and I'll get the name for it in a second if I can pop it up. Over the Horizon. So I guess I'll play it. It's quite beautiful. I stopped it. I don't know if I had to play the whole thing, but there it is.
I've just got a generic iPhone. Wait. How do I control an iPhone? You can just make them play, right? Yep. Exciting.
I mean, it could be a personalization, but let's have a look. Ringtones. Yeah, my current ringtone is set to silence. Oh wait, no, silence isn't silence. Silence is a song called Silence. Oh baby. I'm gonna see if I can make it play. Let's go. You ready? Oh yeah. Oh. Not aptly named because it's not very silent. Giving you one loop. That's all you need. Yeah, so that's familiar. I guess I have my phone on sometimes. But, man, there you go. Should I get a better one? Look, I'm going to use this opportunity to see if I can impress you by finding a better one. That was Silence, but don't you love Longing? Actually, that's kind of nice.
I guess that's it. And I can't think of a entertaining way to end the clip, so I'm just going to cut it mid-talking, because that's...
Right, there we go.
Okay.
Play their current ringtone, Charlie. Whoa, it doesn't get better than this, does it? Time to judge. Come on, this is Taskmaster.
I can't remember which one was which.
It's fine, because there's actually a part 2.
Oh, I'm glad. I was trying to I don't even know who's talking now.
Right, you ready to hear that actual task proper?
Yeah.
Hello, this is Story Dreamer. Task 2, Part 2. Make up lyrics to your ringtone and perform them.
Best lyrics and performance wins.
Your time starts now. You can't see my face? It's not a happy face. How dare you?
I do not. Oh my god. This is not a song that is meant to have lyrics to it. Hold on. What are you again? No, you can't make words happen to that.
You know, it's a good thing that I didn't change the ringtone after I did part 1 of that, because there is always a part 2 in Taskmaster.
Wait, okay. I changed my ringtone right after I did the last task, actually. So let me go back and try and find what it was. It was Silence, wasn't it? Okay, so I've opened up my phone. Silence. All right, okay.
I did not have a lot to work with, but also I had infinite things to work with.
It is very ringtoney. It is robotic. It has to be one of those ones where it's like super techno-y and it's just a robot sort of voice happening.
I have to sing, which is a bit not good for me. And this should be a chance to prove myself, because I said stuff. I said that I was good with music in part 1.
Call, hey, yeah. Ooh, you have got a call. It's got to be that. I mean, it's just is that two root 1?
So, what has meaning that could go with a ringtone thing? What about like texts from... There's like a website or a Facebook group or something that's texts from grandma.
Okay, here it is.
Right, so that was them prepping for their task.
Okay.
They had to write lyrics to their ringtone. Do you know what your ringtone is? I don't know.
Well, I was just thinking mine, it is just a ring, like, an old-fashioned ring.
Yeah.
But my phone is on silent.
Yeah, everyone's is these days,
Yeah,
as they were
just
saying.
vibrate, so, yeah.
Remember the days when you used to pay for ringtones?
I was talking about the other day with my first phone. I got a Nokia 3510 polyphonic ringtone, and I had the first one was the Big Brother theme.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but it was like polyphonic, so it was like better than the two-tone that you used to get with the old phones. But yeah.
The olden days.
Yeah.
And then when you'd get them, the old 3310s, when you'd put them on the table and they'd dance. Did you ever do that?
No.
Because of the vibration of it, they used to like dance around the table.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So, whose attempt do you want to hear first?
Let's start with Bill.
Hey, look, there's someone calling you. Act fast, what you gonna do? If you hang up, they might just text, and that would probably be the best. They're back, they're ringing once again. You might just have to talk to friends, but if that's not your favorite thing, then why don't you just let it ring?
Good start. I'm impressed.
Yeah. It was stuck in my head for weeks, that song.
Was
when
it?
I first played it.
Sounds like a bit of editing's been involved with that as
yeah.
well. Yeah. I was polyphonic. That's like a polyphonic.
Is that what you said it, and I didn't understand what you meant by
I think that's a polyphonic.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, good start. Let me go with Dani, unless you've got anyone you particularly want to go next. No.
Okay, this is the first performance of Texts from Grandma. My friends keep dying. I'm still alive. Are you okay? Fires everywhere. Why does everyone hate Nickelback? Is Bukkake a restaurant? I think we could all learn something from Texts from Grandma.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I've definitely learnt something.
Is Bukkake a restaurant?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Sounds like a great Turkish restaurant.
Somewhere I wouldn't want to eat. That's for
No,
sure.
definitely not. Next, shall we go for Finn?
Hello, it's Finn again, and now it is time for my wonderful performance of my ringtone with my own lyrics that I just made. Ringtones, society's intrusions, they interrupt everything you do. In meetings, cinemas, and pews, a notice that tells me about you, your taste, your favorite place, your favorite noises, but most importantly, your basic. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Oh, autoplay. That's not part of mine. That's for the whole album cover coming at some point. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, good effort.
I'm looking forward to the full album.
Yeah, so am I. Definitely potential Christmas #1 next year. This year even. Right, should we go for Story Dreamer?
Okay, need to open up my phone, ring application, which is on a submenu. This is the phone ring. Ring, ring, the phone ring. Pick up the phone now. It is not stopping. Oh, that was probably terrible. I'm going to try again with stopping. Pick up the phone now. It is not stopping. Getting annoying. Okay, that is my attempt at some musical lyrics. I have no sense of rhythm, but you probably figured that out by now. Okay, bye.
Definitely did figure that out now. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Story Dreamer.
Let's go to Erik then. Last person.
And so this is what I came up with. Swish, 2 points. Swish, 3 points. Swish, 4 points. That's not a thing. Basketball at its finest. Nothing but net. Oh yeah. Swish, 2 points. Swish, 3 points. Swish, 4 points. That should be a thing. Basketball at its finest. Nothing but net. Oh yeah.
So that was Eric's attempt to get in a 4-point score in basketball.
I was going to say, Erik and Dani's one both sounded like kind of like spoken poetry.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've made my judgment.
very quick, to the point. How Taskmaster?
Well, exactly. So, bottom, I'm going to go for Dani, because she it was like she spoke and then had the song in the background, then the music played, then it stopped. So it wasn't really, and it just, I didn't really understand. Well, I did understand it, text from Grandma, that some of the things were funny in it, but yeah. Next, I'm going to go with Story Dreamer, because that was a bit too high pitched for me. Then I am going to go
You got a figure judging people being high pitched, haven't you?
What do you mean?
We used to do this with Casey.
Yeah. Yeah. It just hurts my ears.
An attack at this point.
Right, so we're going for third. I'm going to go for Erik with Swish. Again, that's his current ringtone. Well, I mean, to be fair, they're all difficult when that's. But I think he'd made.
You can't change your current ringtone.
No, and it made good use of it. And then Finn and Bill. I'm gonna both had good lyrics to their songs. I'm gonna go with Bill as number one.
So Bill gets the 5 points. And then Finn gets 4.
Yeah, so well done.
Lovely. Shall we leave episode 1 there?
Yes, because I really need the toilet. Yes, let's leave it. So thank you for the 2 tasks so far, and
we'll be back
tune in next week for the rest of the tasks.
Yes. Right, see you next week,
See
guys.
you later. Bye.